The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets.
Let's go. 8, read. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He dumps it off to Barkley. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, come on now. X3, 218, chop. Snap.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Oh! Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got? Hey! High 7. 57. On 5.
Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
80 weapons. Hey, zoom. Get it.
2nd and 2. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 1. He gets this one to Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And able to find Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
90 Wolf. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And now nothing but Green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the throw hauled in by Green.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, Mixon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check, topper.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
18 Gator. Let's get it together, team. Go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Go! 30 base. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Kevin Huber now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Stop your whining.
Shoot.
Off play action. Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Even, 4 down, even.
Check, hey, Echo.
Check 13.
Now.
Go get him, go get him.
Now.
2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Lawrence rolling to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off play action. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A huge play there on the screen pass. 67 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It's Mixon on the counter. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards, the final tally. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2nd and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 10 Lobo. Hey, Charlie.
Drop deep, drop deep.
From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Check, 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 check.
Coaching spill.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Haywood. General West.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We got to step it up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They'll set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
X3, 218, chop it. Now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Zoo! Get it!
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike 19. It's our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Hey, Echo.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think